Welcome to Bolton. Bolton is a town next to Greater Manchester, in the northwest of England. The town of Bolton has a population of 139,403. Historically, a part of Lancashire, Bolton originated as a small settlement in the moorland known as Bolton Le Moors.
Whereas people can come here, get all the shopping, but when it's like part of the community, it's a crack. You know, it's not like you go to the supermarket, you just get your stuff, load your trolley. Here you have a crack with all the stallholders, get the recipes, and it's fresh. And it's affordable.
At the time of the 2001, there were 56,390 people in employment who were residents within Bolton. Of these, 21.13% worked in the wholesale and retail trade, 18.71% worked within manufacturing industry, 11% worked within the health and social sector.
Yo, Insight. Yeah. No Talk Entertainment. A little bit more. Yo. Yeah, that's right. Yes. No Talk Nemesis Recordings. Yo. Your closet, that pit with beady guys that's always watching from the forest. That same evil face, it only fits those beady guys in the Doddy 45.
My name's Rob Stevenson, project manager of Insight Media Productions. We started in August this year. We was fortunate enough to receive £10,000 from the National Lottery to put on DJ, MC, creative writing workshops at the YMCA in Bolton. We're currently running on Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays we generally do the creative writing. Fridays we do DJ, MC workshops. To date we've got 22 active members, and for the courtesy of this video we've decided to bring 7 of them down tonight to pretty much give you an insight into what they do and the type of creative activities they get involved with.
Yo. Yes. Right.
When I come to Insight, do my projects, we get projects together, do all the commercial side of things that are going on in the streets, and the reasons why we come to here mainly.
So you feel that since you've been coming to Insight, it's helped you to sort of like clean your style up a little bit more?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah, and it's helped you control the way you feel a little bit more?
Yeah.
Cool.
More confident on mic in front of people now as well.
Yeah, brilliant. That's exactly what we want to do, you know, and it's a credit to have you down here. Thanks very much.
I must be doing something wrong. I'm shifting my hat to the side and my pants I wear too long. Not my head in the car when the beat's on. I ain't got a sticker on my car that says my MOT's gone.
It gets you more confident as well, because I was nervous going on live.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, if I cock up or done this, and then you just go with it and you get more confident.
That's it, it's like performing in front of people, and after a while you get used to it.
Like you perform in front of a small crowd, then you go to a bigger crowd and a bigger crowd, and then...
Computer, there isn't an off button. We do what we do because what we need is forgotten.
I'm Ryan and I'm the DJ tutor. I teach kids to DJ and it just gets them off the street, and it's something to do rather than drinking on a Friday night, innit?
Since you've been coming to Insight, do you feel it's benefited you in any way?
Yeah, definitely.
In what respect?
Well, before Insight, I mean, I was doing some very stupid things, you know what I mean? It's like, it just feels like I've got somewhere to come where I can relate to things, and do you know what I mean? The people down here can relate to me too.
Yeah.
If you get me, yeah.
So you kind of like, you feel like you've got a meeting of minds?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And is it helping you progress in any way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, since I've been here, I mean, we've had the showcases.
Yeah.
It builds your confidence too.
Yeah.
In a very big way.
I keep on growing just like erections. Stand me up election. Fuck around with no top, then you might need protection. Boom. Back on the grime, yeah man. Yes.
Yo.
Yo, pass the mic. Pass the mic. I'm gonna pass the mic. 666 like the Antichrist. Pass the mic. I'm actually tight. Freestyle, yes, I'm back inside. It's inside, yes, productions. Back like.
But yeah, it's been good. We just come down here like they said, just to keep us off streets and that. It's better than being idiots, isn't it? That's what I mean. Like Robbie was saying, there's like 22 members, so it's picking up. Yeah, it's good.
They get up, don't get the show. Everybody knows it's a Nigel. Nigers wanna pick up on the mic all night. Us be a free Niger, pick up on the mic, right?
End of the street and it's stacked to the max and I'm destined to be a demon. It's not I'm resting in peace. If you said that I'm fat, but it's spelled with the P. Who you pretending to be?
Yeah, it's alright inside. It's out there on the street, so I come here and with two other lads, but they're not here tonight. But yeah, it's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's good here. It's better than being on the streets and being bored at home.
No, but yeah, I like you big still. You punchlines grab you up like Phil Mitchell. You won't call see if you had a pistol. Guys like a cat stepping up to a pit bull. You're living side reading mediocre and the dark night and you're just a joker. You drop tracks to the fans and the stands out and they go.
I think this club is amazing. So many opportunities.
Bolton Lads and Girls Club provides a range of activities, support and opportunities for children and young people across Bolton.
My two elder sons, who are 13 and 10, have been coming here for years. It's always been a place for them to come and socialise and relax, and a great supervised environment.
Bolton Lads and Girls Club has run for over 100 years and it's done so on this partnership between local people, local business and the council.
Everything we do here is all about raising ambition, vision and aspiration amongst the children and young people that come through the doors.
My children have been coming here since for as long as I can remember, and it gives them somewhere to go rather than hanging about on street corners and possibly getting into trouble.
In Bolton we have pockets of very underprivileged, vulnerable youngsters that sometimes don't know what time they will have something to eat on which day, that wear the same clothes for weeks on end, where there are families where there have been no one in employment for several generations.
It's just about giving them somewhere to go, something to do and feel special. And once you get them through the door, that is where the interesting bit comes, because then you can start challenging the sort of cycle of unemployment and the third, fourth generation of unemployment in the household and start breaking that down and slowly getting young people to realise that it doesn't have to be that way.
Come here, mate.
Nick's will have it. Put a McDonald's burger with it, he'll have anything.
I can see the difference in people when they've been coming here. Like, I've been coming here for 10 years now. I'm totally a different person than I was back then. And when you see people coming and going, and you just see it in the faces, it's a place where you want to be.
If I wouldn't have been here, I reckon I'd be out on the streets causing trouble like some of my other mates, which have gone down like the wrong path, and I think coming here took me down the right one.
I started coming here because I had an aggression problem. And my aggression problem was soon solved out by Lindsay and Phil banging on at me to stop hitting the lads.
We're trying to give children and young people a look at what's out there for them. What are the opportunities on offer? Their lives don't have to be like the lives of family members that have not been in employment, that have failed traditionally at school and that have been below the breadline for many years.
It's good having the experience and being able to do stuff like the Young Leaders Project, because it opens up so many options for you and gives you different paths to go down and gives you new experiences.
I'm good at sports and stuff, so I thought, yeah, if I do sports I could be like a person who teaches football or cricket or something, and then you could be someone who makes a real big difference to a child. That makes me happy because it means I'm achieving something and kids are looking up to me.
What I want to do when I'm older is work here like a volunteer.
We have 408 active volunteers, and these are local people that give up their time to support the town's youngsters.
Some people spend every night just volunteering for young kids like us.
When people have trouble and are upset and angry, they just go to them, really.
Without the volunteers, this wouldn't be the club it is now.
Local people want to invest in their local communities, and more important than anything else, they want to invest in young people.
To support the work of Bolton Lads and Girls Club, and predominantly that's on a financial basis.
And through the council, about giving local people power and ownership, and I do believe that once you've done that, those services end up being far better and far more appropriate and far more responsive to local need.
Quite simply, we ask people to get involved. And if you ask, 9 times out of 10 people say yes, I'd love to. whether it's a volunteer who gives up 2 Thursday evenings to ensure that young people have opportunities here, whether it's the staff team, the private sector who engage. It's about people, and it's about people that makes this organisation a success.
Attempt to reduce the levels of criminal damage in Bolton and really to make a massive impact on the perceptions and the fears of local communities.
It got to a stage where people's quality of life was affected to such an extent they didn't want to be in their own homes at night.
Since we identified 7 priority areas within the borough, these were areas of high volume criminal damage, but also areas which were increasing in that volume as well. I think it's important when doing problem analysis of this kind is to get a real broad range of data in there, a broad range of information from different sources, from different partners, and by doing that you hook in those partners into the response part of things. They can see a benefit, so there's mutual benefit to everybody involved.
The joint way of working in Bolton between ourselves, the police, the fire service, the whole partnership approach has been a massive success in terms of what we've achieved. It has radicalised the whole way we work in.
Sometimes 15, 16, every night in the school holidays, just hanging around down here. The gates were put up at Easter, and from then on it was just quiet. Blissfully quiet, as I wrote to say thank you, because it's made a huge difference.
And you just get into loads of trouble and like smashing windows and that. And then I got threatened with an ASBO, and then I got put on this thing called YISP and NEAT team, and I started doing like jobs and that around the estate, cutting people's gardens who can't do it themselves.
I've seen a lot of difference in there working with us. He's got more positive in his attitude now. He's talking about ambitions, about the future.
I know where Bolton Council are targeting, they know what I'm looking at, they know what operations I've got running.